We will get more. Schlotterbeck, hold that thought.
Oh,
we are
sure,
going to...
I got
Oh,
plenty.
actually,
I
seeing
can
as though you
actually
have
hear
got
you
plenty,
now.
you know what? Why not? Let's just go there now. We saw the whole spectrum of Schlotterbeck today.
Well, that's it. It's a Nico Schlotterbeck experience. And it's a wild ride. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's just like, what in the world is going on? Now, I think he's fortunate to stay on the field, because that challenge on Stanisic could easily have been a red card. And more times than not, it would be a red card. It wasn't today. That sort of challenge elevated, I guess, the energy and intensity of the team and the energy in the stadium. But then there are mistakes that you just cannot make. You're wearing the captain's armband. That should elevate the level of responsibility. You cannot be the one that is making the mistakes.
This conversation will continue, but we've got to get out to the pitch because Gregor Kobel is with Archie.
Okay, thank you very much, Greg. For us neutrals, that was quite a game to watch. You're on the losing side in the end. How was it for you to play in?
Yeah, like you said, it was a really nice energy on the field, especially in the first half as well. The fans were there, the crowd was incredible, and I think we put up an amazing fight. But now we are here and are really disappointed.
Thomas?
Well, it must be frustrating because for most parts your team played ever so well after the defeat against Atalanta, of course. Why is it so difficult against this Bayern team? What is missing to beat them?
I mean, it was little things. Just amazing quality what they have at the end of the day, how they score the goals, how dangerous they are, just the quality they have in front of the goal. If you watch the goals we concede, it's just amazingly done by the players. And yeah, of course it's frustrating. I think we had our chances. I think we were in the game. It was a good fight. We put everything we had. You can see it with Emre as well. We lose Emre in the first half because he gives everything as well. Tries to play, doesn't matter how his body feels, and the whole team, I think, put up a great fight. And yeah, I think we would have put up a fight to get rewarded, but we didn't do that. That's football. Yeah, you have to accept that.
What did you do so well in the first half as a team? Because it felt like the game was played on your terms.
Yeah, exactly that. We said from the beginning that we will put up everything we have. We will give 100%. Yeah, make it difficult for them. Be physical, take the crowd. Just put the energy up, and I think we did it. I think we did a good game. I think you can say this, that we played a good game today, but didn't win, and this is extremely frustrating.
How bitter is it when, for me, one of the moments of the game is 5 minutes before the end, where I think you as a player can feel the energy in this stadium, which is so unique, not just in German football, but in football. And yet, at the end of this week, you've had 3 very difficult results, which mean you're 11 points off the top. And given the ambitions that I'm sure you have as a player, there's not so much left to play for now this season.
No, it's just annoying. It hurts. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. That's all I can say so quickly after the game. Like I said, I think we played the game to reward us. We could have won this game. We didn't do this because they were extremely good. I mean, the finish from Kimmich for the 3-2 is an amazing finish. One touch into the top bins. So, yeah, I mean, we have to accept the result at the end. But yeah, it hurts a lot.
And just finally, how can you break the rhythm of this? Of course, Bayern have so much in terms of resources, but how do you break that as Dortmund?
The resources, I don't know. It's not my part of the game. I'm in the goal. I try to save. I try to help my team. The rest is not my business.
Greg, thank you.
Of course.
Okay, back to you. Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, it hurts. It's going to always hurt when you lose to Bayern.
Yeah, it's a disappointing week after all. It's 3 games where you couldn't achieve what you set out as an aim. And you were close, even though it's not a close race in the long course in terms of the championship, as many would have wished. Those games were individually manageable for a better outcome. And I say it once again, I thought the first half was, as Archie said, on Borussia Dortmund's terms. Yes, Bayern had possession, but they had Olise in check. They had Diaz mostly in check. Harry Kane wasn't really active. So they did a great job of doing the right things, and they scored the opener. The first 7-8 minutes of that second half, also, Adeyemi opportunity, I think once or twice, where he stumbled the ball for a goal kick. Svensson in good position, where he couldn't really connect with the ball early enough, and Tar blocked it. You score that second goal there, different ball game. But Borussia Dortmund didn't do that. And that's when Bayern comes with their quality. It's one good play. Gnabry finds Kane for the equalizer, and we know how it goes. It's a mental game after all. And Bayern was stronger the longer the game went on.
In the mental game, the physical game, and the quality game, there is no other club that is close to Bayern Munich in Bundesliga. But even more so, when you allow them to get back into the match, you open some opportunities. You don't pay attention to a free run by Sergio Gnabry. You don't track that run. And then you don't track the one player. If I had to tell Patrick or anybody here, the one player that you have to pick up inside the 18-yard box from Bayern Munich, it would be who? I'm sorry. Oh, it's a mystery. Let me guess. Oh, Harry Kane.
What, their top scorer?
Yeah,
the Bundesliga's top scorer.
Oh, yeah, historically
by some distance.
I heard of him.
Yes,
I heard of him.
Somehow, Gnabry is open and Harry Kane is open. You can't have that happen. You just cannot have that happen if indeed you're going to contend. And it happens all too often for Borussia Dortmund.
And Archie Rintot and Thomas Hitzelsberg have been pitchside at the Signal Iduna Park for us today. 2 losses for Dortmund this season in league play, Archie. Both of them coming to Bayern.
Indeed, Kay, and I can bring in now scorer of 2 goals today, once again.
Well, guys, you okay? You good?
Yeah.
Doing very well, Harry. I'm sure you are too.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, for us, that was a breathtaking watch. For you, what was it like to play in?
Yeah, it was a great game. You know, first half was a little disappointing from our point of view. I felt like we had some good moments, but didn't use the ball well enough. But we also know in the second half, they may get a little bit tired. They had a tough week away from home midweek, and we just had to stay patient, and that's exactly what happened. We scored some good goals, disappointed to concede again, and but then to show the character and step back up, and a great finish from Yo at the end there. So a big game, a big moment in the in the title race. So it feels amazing right now.
But no disrespect, because you played well, you probably deserved to win. But there were moments when it was really tough. The crowd was behind Dortmund. What is it with your team this season that you always grind it out? You end up winning these games. What does it take?
Yeah, that's that championship mentality that you need to have. And in the biggest moments, you need to be able to stay calm and play your game and not get carried away with the atmosphere. We knew it was going to be tough here. We knew the crowd were going to be behind them, and like you said, it probably wasn't our best game of the season, but we found a way to get over the line, especially when it went to 2-2 with 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. It would have been easy to kind of maybe sit back and be under the cosh, but we stepped back up and then got a goal, and this type of result at this moment is really important.
What was said at half-time? What was the tone in the dressing room?
It was quite calm, to be honest. I think we knew we could play better with the ball, so we said just to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit sharper, because the spaces were there. Even in the first half, whenever we did break the press, we was pretty much through into their final third, and just to use the ball a little bit better. And I thought we'd done that second half. It still wasn't perfect. I felt we'll have to watch it back and see there's still areas to improve, 100%. But sometimes in these moments, in these games, it's just about finding a little bit more than the opposition, and that's what we've done today.
In all competitions, you have more goals than in either of your 2 seasons at Bayern already. It's March tomorrow, Harry. Do you know how many goals that is, by the way?
45?
Yes!
Yes, there we go.
A striker never forgets.
Striker knows, yeah.
How do you feel like you've said already that you feel you are the best version of yourself this season. How are you keeping that going? I guess by not thinking about it and just counting each goal as it comes?
Yeah, I think I've spoken a lot about this throughout my career. I think sometimes you go through spells as a striker where almost everything you touch goes into the back of the net. Whether you finish it well, whether you don't, it kind of just seems to go in. And there's times where you might go 2 or 3 without a goal. You're hitting everything clean, you're hitting the post, the keeper's making good saves, and it's important in both moments to stay calm, you know. I know in this team I'm going to get chances. Serge put one on the plate for me today. Stanley done well for the penalty, and you know, I always try and step up and help my team in those situations. So yeah, it's important not to get too carried away. But of course, use the moment, use the momentum that you're on. I look forward to every game. This month's been a little bit strange for us, not having midweek games, so you're kind of waiting to get back out there, and it'll be the same next week. So,
do you think you need a break between now and the World Cup final? Or let's start with the Champions League final and then the World Cup final, or you just keep playing as much as you can?
German here, right?
That's a long way away yet, but. Yeah, it sounds good to me, but yeah, there's a long way from now until then. Like we just said, we're not even in March yet. We're March tomorrow, and so many more games to play, both in all competitions. So we put ourselves in a great spot right now, and we have to use that. We have to enjoy that, but also get ready kind of for these next 3 months, because this is when the season really starts, when the big games start, and we need to be ready for that.
One last one. 11 points clear. How important is it to have that bumper as the team, given that last season in April, the team wasn't rotated at all from the Dortmund game to the Inter game? It gives a little bit more space to breathe, maybe?
Yeah, I think, of course, you want to have the biggest lead possible going into any busy period of the season, especially, March, April, where Champions League knockout starts. Not just physically, but mentally, it's straining on the team. International break in between that. So, you end up playing pretty much midweek all the way through. So, important to get that 11 points back, but also we know how quick it can turn around. We had that a few weeks ago. It only takes 2 results, and all of a sudden, the pressure's back on. So it'll be no different. You can't win a game like today, like we did, and then not follow it up the next week. So we'll enjoy it for sure, but our focus will quickly switch onto the game Friday night.